On to Perfect Death here, bringing another boss fight video for Genshin Impact. Figure I'll cover another kind of annoying one. This is the Electrostasis boss. He's a bit annoying because he has a similar final phase as our Geostasis boy. But unfortunately, he's a bit trickier to figure out how better to kill him at the end. So usually people use Amber for the last stage. And there's some good reasons for that. Amber is really useful for dealing with this guy. Because charged arrow attacks work best. But for the most part, you know, the early part of fighting him just involves dodging his attacks and then trying to get damage in those windows in between. And let's see, can I? Oh, there we go. The only problem with using Mona for this is that she wants to dive in towards the enemy when you're trying to do that, because you can hit him in between his things there. So now some of his openings don't last very long. Makes it kind of hard to get some good damage going on him. And when he ends up doing that, sometimes you'll get these nice long periods where you're gonna really get your damage in. And then other times he'll just give you very little time. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now with this one, it's usually easier to dodge his stuff at a distance. And then as it gets closer to time, his thing opens up. So one more thing should get him.
Into destiny.
Maybe. Let's see. Oh, nope. Almost got him. I didn't quite do enough DPS. There we go. Now, you can use Diona, sort of. Like, if you do this and then use her Q, it'll work. Unfortunately, her charged attack doesn't actually work like a second time, which is really annoying. So you have to wait a while before the next charge attack will actually work for Diona, which is really a pain in the butt. Oops, wrong one. Wrong character. Casters don't really work on him. For his last stage, I'll show off some of the other characters. I wanted to bring Zhongli to see how well he works against the last phase. See, you can see that with Zhongli. Calling this out works. But yeah. So Klee... Could have swore Klee didn't work very well, but you know, Klee does work. And Zhongli's thing works, and it pulses out these auras, which do pretty good. The really weird thing is, like I said, with Diona, if you shoot, and then if you shoot again, as fast as you can, that second one won't work. Sometimes a third one won't work. So with Diona, it's possible if you like targeted, let's say there's one, and then you went and aimed at the other one, and then you aimed back at the other one, that might work. But for sure, with Diona, you can use her hold, where it launches all of those, not just the tap, but the hold version of her E skill. That with a charge attack for sure will take down one of the orbs. And then you can do a charged attack and then switch to a character that does have a skill that can damage. With Zhongli, it takes so long for his next pillar to come up that you can switch, like I did with Diona. I did a charge attack with Diona after the pillar. Ideally, pyro characters seem to work the best against him. So the usual go-to that most people run with is Amber. Amber and her charge attack are really useful. It just takes 2. Because with Diona, when I did the first charged attack, that was about a third of the damage. So she doesn't do full damage to it. Pyro seems to deal the most damage to it. Hydro seems to not really work. And especially like Mona's Hydro. I've tried her various skills and they don't seem to do any damage against it. So ideally you can just keep you usually don't need a full party to get them down to the final stage, so you can just throw in an Amber. And a big part about why Amber works is it doesn't care how much damage you actually do to the orbs. All it really cares about is that you hit it and do damage. And because Pyro on Electro has a explosion reaction, I'm guessing that's what essentially deals 2 hits of damage in 1 hit. Because that's what it seems to do. It deals the biggest chunk per hit off of him. So, in general, people just say go with Amber for that final stage. So, call it with a video there. Take care.